Hello there and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and today we're doing What's in the Box kit review number 281 as part of You Choose My Next Build number 12, which is where I put 4 kits in front of the camera and ask you guys to vote in the comments box below and help me pick which one we're going to build next. So this review is going to focus on this LeO 451, which the actual correct title is LOIRE et OLIVIER 451. That's what the LEO stands for. Now this particular kit is a SMER, kit number 0843, but as with quite a lot of their kits it seems, it's actually a reboxing of something earlier. So the foundation or the tool for this kit is actually a Heller moulding from 1966, and that was when the tooling was produced. Heller put a new box on this in 1967, 1968, 71, 74, 80, 86, 2017, and they were still chugging this little beauty out in 2018 apparently. SMER got hold of the tooling in 1987 and also produced kits from it in 1990 and 2006, of which this is the 2006 variant. Hasegawa have also tried how to go at this from the Heller tooling again in 1998, and the perennial well-loved kit manufacturer Mr. Craft have also reboxed it and put some new decals in it in 2019. As far as I can tell, if you want a 1/72nd scale LeO 451, this is the only option you have. So whichever of these kit manufacturers you get, whether it be the Heller, the SMER, the Hasegawa or the Mr. Craft, this is what you're going to get. A tooling from 1966. It doesn't appear that anybody else plans to try to have a go at this anytime soon, so what you see is what you get. Size wise for this, I've sort of compared this against my Dakota, and when you put the nose on, which is quite big, it's around about 1 centimetre less in length. The wingspan overall is around about 3-4 centimetres less, so it's pretty big. It's actually classified as a medium bomber, and we'll have a look at the blurb on the instructions in a bit. But we'll start off as usual with the parts, and as we can see, it's quite nice looking. I ain't got no great problems with it. All detail is 1966 style, so any panel lines are raised, they are not indented, apart from in areas like the access panel here. Doesn't really appear to be much in the way of rivet marks or access points for any little fancy hatches or anything, but there is a decent level of detail for its age. There are no cockpit details or nose details on here, which I did notice there was some on the Block 174 that we reviewed yesterday, but it seems that Heller weren't in the habit of doing things on all of their kits. I have actually noticed as well, I did put this sort of roughly together, and behold, we have quite a large sort of gap there, but luckily it does sort of compress down, so it's going to need a bit of teasing to make that fit nicely whenever we come to build this little aircraft. But fuselage wise, looks pretty good. Wings, again, decent level of detail, everything's raised. Markings for our ailerons, lots of bonus flash, which I can put in the recycling tub. And I have noticed on this that the doors for the undercarriage appear to be in place, and I've never seen this on a kit before. It does appear, I mean, there are sort of markings here, and you can see little hinges, so it does appear you're supposed to kind of cut these out of the wing. Now, I've never seen that on a kit before. That's totally new to me, so I don't know whether you can just sort of cut them down the centre part and then tease them out so you don't have to glue them. And I have to be honest, having looked at the instructions about this, there's absolutely no mention on these instructions as to how you're supposed to deal with fixing the undercarriage in place. Putting the undercarriage together, yes. Putting it in place, no. There's nothing there at all. So I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with that. It's kind of a new thing. The upper surface of the wing, we've got very minor rivet details that we can just about pick out there. Doesn't appear to be any fuel caps or anything. So it's kind of a bit of a mismatch of trying to do things as best we could. Oh, there's a couple of access panels there. Trying to do things as good as they could in the 60s. Okay, we're getting a little extra sprue here, which I'm guessing is an additional part, which gives us two different fins for our tail section, and these are the ones that are depicted, which are sort of droopy ones. That's the best I can come up with. The original set from the kit are on here, and they appear to be, I don't know whether they're low or high, but the instructions may or may not decide to tell us what to do with that. I ain't counting on it. Again, we've got loads of bonus plastic here. I'm not too sure what that is. That kind of looks like undercarriage. It's kind of hard to decipher with all this flash going on. This definitely looks like undercarriage, but that is one chunky lump of undercarriage arm. Again, probably undercarriage as well, because there's repeat pieces for this. Quite a nice looking tail wheel. Wheels, crime out loud, there's a great big lump missing out of that by the look of it. And wheels don't look very good, do they? They're double-sided and the whole centre is missing. Maybe. Oh no, there's the centre of the wheel there. That's the centre of the wheel, so that's got some detail. You need to chisel all that flash out and stick that piece in there. That's part of our propeller mounting for our engine nacelles, I think. A couple of pretty uninteresting looking propellers. That one looks like it's got a major deformity on it, and I might have to file it back, maybe. I'm not too sure. More repeats on this side. Engine nacelles here. Spinners covered in big chunks of excess. Yeah, this looks like fun. Here we have parts of the tail section. Quite nice attention to detail there for a 60s kit. I'm thinking this is a bleeding big cannon that comes out the back, because you can just about see it there, and it's huge. Look at the size of that. I think that's what it is. I tell you, it is big. What we got here? Don't know what that is, I'll be honest. Got a range of aerials, small guns, pitot tubes, etc. We've got some seats for the interior. They look like interior floor sections. That's going to be the sort of bomb aimer's floor, I should think. And then we've got the rear part of the tail. Again, lots of bonus plastic there. It's not looking too bad, to be honest with you. I mean, I wasn't expecting an awful lot, and it's kind of okay, apart from the flash and these weird doors here. The clear glazing, I've got to be honest with you, it looks a bit cloudy. Probably not made out of the best quality material. I do like that we've got these are small windows that have got to go into the fuselage. I do like that we've got like an area here to attach the glue to, which will give us kind of hopefully a nice seal without getting any clouding on these windows. And that's on these little tiny small ones as well, so I kind of like that. Nice one. The detail on here is very fine. It's going to either be really easy or really hard to paint. I'm not a big fan of painting glazed parts, and there's quite a there's a number of glazed parts on here to do, but they don't look terrible apart from the nose. The nose looks difficult. Oh well, that's what you get. Here we have our decals. Do appear to have two different variants here. Obviously we've got the anchor and chain, which symbolises a Armée de l'Air Naval. I'm not quite sure if that's what they call it, the naval air arm. We've got two different versions on the tail flash. We've got these big sort of tricolor stripes here, which, as you can just about see, go over the wings in a diagonal fashion, it does appear, so they look like they could be quite tricky. Two different sets of unit markings. This particular brown and black one here is the one that's on the wing of this. And standard looking roundels. These are produced by a company called ARMEE Prints. Yeah, don't know. And we got some numbers as well. So they don't look too bad. Let's read out the blurb now, a brief history. Before the Second World War, the bomber LeO 451 ranked among the best machines of its category, not only in the French Air Force but also in the air forces of other countries which were at war later on. The machine was remarkable for its advanced and efficient design and perfect streamlined body. I've got to say, it does look pretty fit. In the first production, LeO 451 took off on March 24, 1939, and on April 28, 1939, the second machine was completed. On March 6, 1940, LeO 451, serial numbered 51, took off for the first time. That machine had been thoroughly altered as a result of demanding test flights. Among others, the vertical tail surfaces were modified and they became characteristic of the machines of that type. I'm guessing this is this sort of inverted tail surface here. Most of the aircraft were the basic version of the original machine and were designated as LeO 451B4. They were delivered to the following regiments: 111, 112, 125, 131, 211, 212, 223 and 231. They served mostly together with the obsolete bombers Block 210. The bomber LeO 451 went into actions at the beginning of the Second World War. First they were used as reconnaissance planes and from May 1940 as strategic night bombers. They raided above all Munich in Germany, Sicily and Palermo in northern Italy. They took off from bases in France and later on from airfields in North Africa. In the Battle of France they were employed for low flight bombing missions. The bomber LeO 451 served in France till after the Second World War. So obviously served with the Vichy France as well. So here we have the instruction set. Section 1, 2, 3, 4, we're looking at the front nose, so we can see, and the cockpit interior, so we can see we're putting those together there. Section 5 and 6, we're constructing, what is that? This little section here, which is obviously for a gun, but I don't see it anywhere. Maybe it's underneath. I'm not sure. Don't know where that is. This is this great big bloody cannon that sticks out the back that I told you about. See that there? Goes in there, comes out this thing. I mean, that's frightening. 7, we're going to be looking at the propellers and the nacelles. Section 10, we're putting all the parts into the fuselage, putting our tail surfaces together. Section 13 is construction of our undercarriage. That goes on through there. And then we skip on to putting the fuselage and the tail surface together. Putting the wings together. Oh, there is something here. It says put them through there. So it says cutting knife. So obviously you are supposed to cut them. So excuse my previous accusation. So yeah, you have to cut them. So I think you just cut and bend them. I think that looks good. Then in that case, if you can just cut and bend. I don't know. Then we stick the engine pods on the front. The particular camouflage variant they give us is for LeO 451, the ARMEE Vichy Français 1942. So that's a Vichy France one. And you can see it's got these stripes on the tail surfaces and on the tail and on the engine nacelles, which are yellow and red. Whether I do that one or not is debatable because I'm kind of limited on time and that looks kind of stressful. But we will do a Vichy France one at some point. I'm not really too sure whether it's a very good idea to do a Vichy France aircraft for Bastille Day, which is when we're building this for as well. I don't think it's a very good idea. So we won't be doing the Vichy France version in that case. Definitely not. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do remember to check out the other reviews that we've already done, which is the Block 174, the Brejet 693, and we'll be doing the Pote 63 tomorrow morning. So, and then please do get involved and Cast your vote as to which one you would like to see built before Bastille Day on July the 14th. The closing date for voting is July the 8th, so that gives me 6 days to throw some paint and glue it. So thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and join me over the coming week to celebrate Bastille Day. Vive la France, vive la France. Thanks for watching, and be seeing you.